Alright guys, welcome back to Throwback Trails. This is my second camping trip of the summer and is when I took my horse, Sedona, and my two dogs, Ben and Cooper, from Fairbanks out past Delta, down the Richardson a little bit where we camped for a night before we headed out to Red Rock Canyon the next day. I kind of had an idea of where I wanted to camp. My friend and I, the winter before, had kind of gone down to the Delta area, did some driving around, and we ended up driving down this road, and all I could think of was how awesome it would be to camp with my horse and my dogs on that road. Some things that I look for in a campsite when I have my truck and trailer is, can I turn my truck and trailer around? Is it a fairly safe area? I really do not want to get stuck and get a lot of anxiety about parking. So knowing about this road and knowing how wide it was and that it would have some turnaround spots made it perfect for camping, and I knew I wanted to go back. In the summer in Alaska, we have almost 24 hours of daylight, so it doesn't really get dark out. One of the things that happens when it never gets dark out and is daylight all the time is that you go slightly manic. So one of my favorite things to do when I'm out camping is to go for midnight rides with my horse. I feel like it's very quiet and peaceful, nobody else is around. We get to watch the sun rise, and then we get to watch the sunset and then the sunrise. So this is pretty cool, magical time that you probably wouldn't get to experience in many other places. So I did not grow up camping. I did not grow up with any wilderness experience in the backcountry. I actually grew up in Connecticut. So the second thing that I love about it being 24 hours of daylight in Alaska during the summers is that when I'm camping, it never gets completely dark. I'm never scared of the dark. I can always see my surroundings. And for camping in the Alaska backcountry, that makes me feel just a lot more comfortable. Alright, I'm out car camping with Sedona, and there's the sunrise. Ben is here, and Cooper. So the next morning, I packed everybody up and we headed to Red Rock Canyon. Due to my parking anxiety and having never been to Red Rock Canyon before, I decided to park in the parking lot that was closest to the entrance that I saw, which ended up being a launching pad for this helicopter. It was like a resupply area. So having a horse, I was like, oh my God, is she going to freak out over this helicopter? But she was actually so good. And as long as she had hay and snacks, she really could care less about this helicopter that was literally picking up giant blocks of wood and like carrying them off in the air. So she was so good. If you have horses, you know how crazy this could have gone down. So I'm just so grateful that she is so mindful and has such a good brain. So this was a beautiful ride. I absolutely loved these trails. They were nice wide four-wheeling trails, which I really like for my dogs because I can keep a better eye on Ben. However, you guys will have to stay tuned because this Red Rock Canyon ride, I actually did not find Red Rock Canyon or Heart-Shaped Lake or Canwell Glacier. I was pretty bummed, but that just made me want to come back to Red Rock Canyon even more. And the next few times that I came here, I brought my friends and their horses, so I got to share this area with them, and we got to find all those things. So you'll have to stay tuned. So this is the trail heading back out to the road that leads into Red Rock Canyon. There is a very big parking lot kind of right at the trailhead, but I didn't know about it, so I ended up parking right by the highway. So I ended up hopping off Sedona and just walking her along the road back to the truck and trailer. You'll see that in a lot of videos that I do, that I sometimes just get off her and hand walk her just to kind of give her a break. And I really want her to have fun on these rides and to enjoy herself because I'm very thankful for her. So this is us walking out. Then I packed up the trailer, loaded up the dogs and the horse, and then we actually, instead of going right back to Fairbanks, I detoured a little bit to this area called Rainbow Mountains. You can see it's this beautiful mountain range. I had never seen it before. It was about 10 minutes from where I was, so we did a mini detour before heading back to Fairbanks. And made it back that night. So thanks for coming with us.